So, Mark, this is a plus-size issue, if you will, a number 1. Hit us with a recap of the events of Amazing Spider-Man Volume 7, number 1.
We open with Peter on a job interview. He thinks it's going well, but it is not going well. Neither are the additional job interviews. What, with the whole bungling of Parker Industries, working for Norman Osborn, and always balancing Spider-Man stuff? Bro. Fortunately, Peter gets to have a sincerely touching scene with Aunt May where they hang photos and talk about tortellini. That's capped with a random phone call and a job offer. Remember Brian Nearing from middle school? Aunt May certainly does and doesn't seem too excited about it. Well, he's back in Pog form. Also, he's back and hooks Peter up with an engineering job at Rand Enterprises. Peter's introductory day is, of course, interrupted by a ruckus on the street below. The Rhino is rampaging and nobody knows why. Even after some fisticuffs, the Rhino still isn't spilling the beans until his ticker ups and stops on him and he collapses, leading to Peter doing CPR in the middle of the street. Guarantee that's not on anyone's bingo card. We cut over to Kingsley Tower. Dude has his own tower now. Is it located near Castle Grayskull or what? Inquiring minds want to know. Anyway, there's some evil rich people talk going on amidst giant busts of tortured people with some unsettling pauses about the Rhino and Spider-Man. And you know that dastardly Roderick is up to no good. Probably because he lives in an evil tower now.
Makes sense.
Yeah. We flash over to Randy, a party girl, and Peter and Shay on a date. Wait, that doesn't look like Janice Lincoln or Janice Lincoln. It doesn't look like either of them. Maybe she has a symbiote now. Oops, I just gave Marvel an idea. You can send that paycheck directly to me. Anyway, this date is not going well, and Peter and Shay are making googly eyes at each other, even though they're not exclusive. And Peter is still on probation, and I gotta say, no one captures the kinkiness of Shay quite like Joe Kelly thus far. Perhaps this is the not a sister Peter has always sought. At the very least, I appreciate that Kelly is open to making fun of the line from a few years back. Anyway, Randy lets it slip that some of his clients in East Harlem have not been themselves lately, and that gets Peter to don the webbing and investigate. Once in the Rhino's apartment, his spider sense goes haywire, despite him not seeing anything, leading to a nice double splash reveal of Mysterio and every supervillain who ever took a swing at him. In the first backup, Norman Osborn is given a press conference, and it gets hostile pretty quickly as someone accuses him of killing his wife, probably true, and then becomes a cyborg type thing with an arm cannon. I hate it when that happens. I hear that's what happened with Luigi Mangione. Is that too soon? I don't care. Norman starts beating the guy down, but before he can administer the kill shot, he is reminded of his recent interactions and friendship with Spider-Man. He was going to resign today, but instead he is resigned to atoning for all his sins. See what I did there? One more backup. Some people are on an exhibition in Arizona, and I swear if this becomes another 12-part Craven teaser like Volume 5, I'm out. Anyway, the travelers are investigating some cosmic radiation. They note that the rock formations are actually petrified tree trunks. I'm sure this is going somewhere. Anyway, there's a blast. The scientists are all covered in sand and rock, and from one of the tree trunks emerges Hellgate. First appearance. Save the issue, folks. It's going to put your kids through college. And that is Volume 7, Issue number 1, Dan.